So I'm serious about that peace, man. You don't think I'm serious. I'm a peaceful man. You know what I'm saying? Peace for everybody, man. A little piece of something. So we're coming to the end of this amp month. Coming to the end of this year, right? What a terrible year it was. Anyway, next year, who knows will be better, who knows will be worse, but it's coming anyway. There's nothing we can do to stop it. So here we are, amp month. You know what I mean? Let's talk about amps now. Speaking of, such a shitty year that we've had, you know what I mean? Maybe it's the fact that I got this awesome jacket that my oldest daughter got me for my birthday. You know what I mean? Maybe it's, just the fact that all the gigging musicians have to sell their gear because there's no gigging going on. I've been picking up some killer amps lately. Just killer stuff that I always wanted. You know what I'm saying? Swap meet's been like, Santa Claus workshop. You know what I'm saying? I'm like an elf who's on the take. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't mean, to boast in it, but I'm really happy about some of the acquisitions that I've gotten. Now, the latest acquisition that I've gotten has been controversial amongst my friends. You know what I mean? I first got it, you know what I mean? And I told my boy Ricky D, he was really excited. He's like, oh yeah, those are excellent amps. You know what I mean? Then I told my boy Bass Mark, he's like, those amps suck, man. They suck horrible than any other amp that's ever sucked. So I was like, so I played it for about 2 days in a row, and I have to agree with Ricky D, man. This amp is fucking killer, man. So I got it, swap meet. Let's go see it now. Let's go see it now. Let's go see it now. Oh. You think that's banging? Is bad? This has got a tilt back. This is an Ampeg. Ampeg, man. Let me flip you around, man. I gotta do you justice on this one. You know what I'm saying? Let me flip you around. Folks, this is the first generation Chinese Ampeg. It's the BA-115. And they still make this, actually, even though Ampeg has been sold to a different, owner. And now the controls are in the front, not in the back. So, missing a couple knobs. You know what I mean? These knobs are not that easy to find. We'll find them, man. We'll find them. A little dirty, but I played it and the fucking thing sounds killer. Now, Bass Mark says, these things are all mids, man. It's for a bunch of pussies. You know what I mean? And my boy Ricky D's, like my boy Joe has one of these in his studio, and it's one of the greatest bass amps ever, man. And the thing's totally, you know what I mean? The only reason that this isn't like Guitkits amps, I got to put those knobs on there. So that's a little bit of work, man. I got to clean it up. It's a little dirty. So let's do that, man. Let's scrub the piss out of this guy, brush off the front of it, and then we'll talk about the knobs, man. Real short episode, you know what I mean? I'm not going to, burden you with too much talking, you know what I mean? It's the holidays. Peace be with you. Look at that. It's looking nice and clean. It's looking nice and purty. Nice and purty. No more dirt. You know what I mean? It's drying now. We scrubbed it off with some fake Windex. You know what I mean? A variety of different little brushes. I got the plastic brush I use on the Tolex. You know what I mean? I use some of these brushes to clean the, the grill off there. Looks great, man. So there's just a couple little pecks here. You know what I mean? In the Tolex. I was going to leave them because of the whole, patina thing. However, you know what I mean? I got nothing else really to talk about. It's a small project, so we're going to tape them down. A little bit of wood glue, a little bit of painter's tape. Just tape those guys down, let them set for a couple hours. I'll see you that's done. Then we'll talk about the knobs, you knob. Alright, so it's been quite some time. Look at this tape. Painter's tape exactly matches my new awesome jacket, man. What a lucky guy, man. So, let's take this off, man. Always want to take it from, you know what I'm saying, the top. Take it from the top, folks. This is like glued on, man. See that? Better than it was, I guess. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? That one's better than it was. Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Give you guys something to think about. So what else is next, man? What else do we got to do on this beast? Now, we were missing knobs. You know what I mean? And these knobs are hard to find. This is actually a small shaft pot, man. Now, these are Ampeg style knobs, of course. You know what I'm saying? But they got this 5mm shaft, man, which are hard to find. I found somebody in Great Britain that was selling them. Somebody in Israel that was selling them. You know what I'm saying? Shipping costs like an arm and a leg. So I looked on the internet, man. I just did a Google search. I found a place called Full Compass. And they're only like $2-3 a piece. And the shipping wasn't that bad. I generally don't trust, you know what I mean, the internet. You know, if it's not like a site I've ever, you know what I mean. Called Full Compass, man. Got the 3 missing knobs in there exact, man. There's your real old stock, man. He's even got the Ampeg part number on the bag. You know what I'm saying? So somebody got a whole bunch of these back in the day. So let's just slip them guys on there, man. Give you some glamorous shots, man. And then we'll give it a little quick sound test. You know what I'm saying? Send you on your way for your Christmas moments. Put them on. Be right back in a jiff. It be. Look at that, man. And all those knobs are absolutely perfect. You know what I'm saying? They're absolutely flawless. And this amp works perfectly, folks. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing wrong with it. It's got that lean slant back, so you can slant like this when you jam with your people. You know what I mean? Just fill the room with mids, as Bass Mark would say, man. He's an angry Bass Mark, man. He was always kind of angry, though. I never understood that, man. He always carried a little bit of anger with him, that Bass Mark of ours, man. Not much really to talk about in the back. You know what I mean? It's got this little Velcro thing where you can, you know, I don't know what you can strap up the cord, right? Trying to say something funny, but couldn't even think of anything funny to say, man. My mind is on the signs, man. On the science, bro. So let's get a quick, you know, sound test. You know what I mean? It's got really nothing in a way of controls. You know what I mean? Like I love this amp, and I bought it. You know what I mean? Really, because it's got some great outputs. You know what I mean? It's got this, you know what I mean, line out. That's excellent for recording. It's a great recording amp. You know what I mean? It's got, you know what I mean, a CD input in case I want to, you know what I mean? Hook up a CD player to like Bass's Greatest Hits by Bass Mark. It doesn't sound very good, man. It sounds there's all mids on there, man. But it's got these 5 different sort of settings, man. I always use 1 and 5 is awesome. But each one kind of sounds like a different bass amp. You know what I mean? Different kind of bass amp. This one kind of sounds like a Fender. Number 3, man. Like a bassman, man. Like a bassman. And it's got the 2 different inputs, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really if you're using like active electronics, man. Loud bass, man. So let's get a quick sound test, people. You know what I'm saying? You old Ampeg. See you in a minute. Peace. Everybody, Merry Christmas. So here it is, folks. And I'm going to actually, as a tribute, I'm using Bass Mark's Spirit bass, man. This is the first bass guitar you ever owned. You know what I'm saying? Just to be like, you know what, Bass Mark? You know what I mean? Be cool, man. And another reason is my boy Ricky D was playing this the other day. He's like, yo, that Spirit bass sounds fucking banging out of that Ampeg. So peace be with you. Merry Christmas, Bass Mark. I love you, man. This is on setting number 1. We got pretty much all knobs at like 2 o'clock. Listen to that bass, man. Let's see here, man. I'm going to tilt forward, man. Ugh. Style 2. Style numero dos, man. Not bad, man. Not bad. Oh. Too old for this. Getting too old for this, folks. The Guitkit's gonna retire. He's gonna go into farming. This is the number 3. I always thought this kind of sounds like a Fender. Not bad, man. You get the idea. Let's see, style number 4, numero quattro. Not as bassy. It's all mids, bro. It's all mids, man. Let's do 5, man. I know everybody's like really getting tired of this shit. And the dehumidifier just kicked on, so it's God's way of telling me to get the show on the road, man. So number 1 is awesome, right? This one's all mids too, man. Fuck this piece of shit, man. So there it is. The Hofner 501 Beetle bass. That's not what we're talking about, people. You know what I'm saying? I can't say look after yourself after I'm lying to you like that. But I'll tell you one thing about this Ampeg. If I ever play bass in a band again, I probably wouldn't use my PV. I'd probably bring this bad boy out with me, man. It's just so bassy, man. It's not mid at all bass, Mark. When you come down here, you'll see what I'm talking about, man. You're not going to admit it because I know you. But whatever, man. I still love you. It's Christmas time. I'm not going to argue with you, man. I'm only doing quick demos here because you can't really hear bass out of the phone anyway. Or my phone anyway. And I know that you're already tired of watching me, so. That's so bassy. I got a feeling deep inside. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got a feeling I can't hide. Oh no. Oh no. There it is, man. The Hofner Beetle bass, man. I haven't played this since episode number 1, man. Anyway, have a Merry Christmas, man. Peace be with you. Look after yourself. The Ampeg BA-115. Shit's fucking correct, man. It's not all a bunch of mids bass mark. We still love you, though, even though you lied to us, man. Peace be with you, man. Look after yourself.